Recently, Riot released their mobile version of their very popular game called League of Legends, called League of Legends Wild Rift, and it is a dumpster fire. I mean, I'm not just saying that for clickbait, it literally has a 3.8 rating on Google Play. That's insane! Especially when you consider that Mobile Legends has a 4.1 rating. What? I would rant about how Mobile Legends just blatantly copies League of Legends, but I'm here to rant about Wild Rift. So I'll save it for another video. Maybe. Alright, let me explain why Wild Rift is failing. The game is still on beta and only released in, well, my region and other countries like China and Korea. And it will soon be released to places like Oceania, Taiwan, and Vietnam on December 7th, which is like a few days away. So excited for you guys. So it's just my region or my part of the world playing the game, and boy, is it something. By the way, just for your guys' information, I also play the PC game religiously, and I have been Hardstop Gold for 2 years now. So I think I'm very credible to be talking about why the mobile game is so excruciating, more so than the PC game. I have been playing Wild Rift for about 2 months now, and I have pretty much given up all hope on reaching Plat because boy, is it so hard and so stressful playing ranked in that game. But before we continue, have you heard about this mobile game that's sponsoring this video? No? Well, me neither. Please sponsor me. Anyways, the first problem of Wild Rift is the matchmaking system. You know how in the PC game you have a specific server for your country? Well, that doesn't exist in this game. Alright, picture this. You find a match, you're placed in champ select. You pick a champion you want to play and tap out the lane that you want to go. You lock in and you think all is good in the world and you're finally gonna play your role that you want. And all of a sudden, Mr. I don't speak English comes in and picks a champion designated for your role and speaks in a language that you didn't even know existed. And now there are 2 players going mid. Thank you so much, Mr.
Kind player.
Anyway, this is one of the problems I see in Wild Rift, especially in ranked since there's no role selection system implemented, and it just ruins the experience. Yes, before you berate me in the comments, I know that they're working on a role selection feature for ranked, but until that exists, I can complain. And it is very draining just to get your role. And that's not the only problem in the matchmaking system. There is a rank discrepancy in the match itself. One of my friends who's Gold 2 got matched with 4 bronze players, 4 bronze teammates. That's completely unfair, especially when you consider that bronze is an entire tier below gold. So my friend had a painful time playing that game out and lost his series, which is completely unfair to me, and it limits the fun and competitiveness of the game. The second problem that Wild Rift has is its unforgiving ranking system that it has. I say unforgiving because it is! Let's say you were placed in Silver 4 and you want to get to Gold. You have to go through Silver 3, 2, and 1. The way you get through the other tiers of Silver is that you have to win 3 games, which gives you 3 rank marks, plus an additional 4th game to test if you really deserve to move up. Which is bullshit! But nevertheless, once you do it, you will rank up. However, when you lose a game, you lose 1 rank mark, which deducts your wins. Think of it like this, if I win 2 games, and I lose my next one, my 2 mark gets a deduction of 1 mark. So technically, I only have 1 rank mark. And when you have 0 rank marks, and you lose your next game, you instantly demote without warning! So if you go on a lose streak, you'll probably end up in an entire different rank than your previous. There are these things called fortitude points, which give you a free pass if you lose a game, meaning that you won't lose a mark. But that rarely ever happens! To save yourself from a loss, you need a whopping 200 fortitude points. And every game you get around 18 points if you win. If you lose, you get like 12 or 13. So the system is shit! You need to win 11 games in a row if you want to reach 200 fortitude points. And that never happens! You're gonna lose! So if you lose, you're gonna need to play more! The system is heavily favored to people on a win streak or people with a 67% win rate. If you have a win rate below that, Ho ho ho, let me just say, you ain't going nowhere, boy! It was easier to rank up in the PC game, and I'm hard stuck gold! The ranking system in the game is pretty much what a series is in the PC game. A series is when you have 3 games to play, and you need to win 2 games in that series to rank up. If you lose 2, then you're gonna go back to your previous rank, and do it all over again. Sound familiar? That's pretty much the ranking system in Wild Rift when you're below Diamond. If you somehow reach Diamond, you need victory points to rank up, but I've never been there, so how would I know? And if you go on a losing streak, let's just say you won't be playing rank for a while. I know a guy who said he went on a 20 loss streak, and from Platinum, he fell all the way down to Silver. If that's balance, then the earth is flat. It's not, by the way. This is the flaw of the ranking system in Wild Rift. It is so unforgiving to people who play casually or just got unlucky with their teammates and went on a losing streak. You won't rank up based on pure skill. You rank up if you have good teammates or if you have a group of friends to play with. The problem that Wild Rift has is its game balance. It's understandable why everything is so unbalanced because Riot is trying to keep all the PC mechanics and integrate it into a mobile game so that the players can have the same game but in mobile. However, when you try to do that with a game like League, well, everything is unbalanced. The game is still on beta, so it's understandable that the game will be unbalanced and some champions will be a tad bit overtuned. But when a champion like Master Yi can just farm the whole game and 1v5 the enemy team late game, that's kinda not fun. Literally one pick can dictate the entire game. I don't know if all the Ezreals I face is just very good or the champion is just broken because whenever he gets picked, he goes like 10-0. He completely smashes the Dragon Lane every single game. It's so frustrating. You want the list of champions that are broken? Here's the list. All of these champions are busted. And when you play and completely dominate the early game, it still doesn't matter. Why? Because even if the score is 10-0, the enemy team can still win with one team fight. Towers are literal tissue paper in the late game. They can pretty much end the game if your team gets aced. Just pick a late game champ and wait for the enemy team to make one mistake, and that's pretty much GG. And it's not because of a good play that you win from that one team fight. It's completely based on luck. Whether your team is on the same page with one another, that's why having a pre-made team is so good in this game. That's why it's so excruciating playing ranked. Even when you're winning, you can still lose if you aren't grouped together all the time. And all the hard work and good plays that you and your team did in the early game just completely go down the drain. The game lacks so much balance that it's so wild. I guess that's why they called it Wild Rift. Overall, the game itself is fun to play with friends, and I do enjoy playing it, but ranking up in this game is so unnecessarily hard that you just lose interest in playing at all. Playing rank is pretty much felt like a chore to me because of the problems, and it sucks because I used to genuinely enjoy the game. It is still in beta, and it will improve as it grows and time goes on, and I hope that this game doesn't turn out to be another Arena of Valor. Sorry about that. That's my take on why I think Wild Rift isn't doing well right now, and I believe that it will become better soon. And I really hope that it will become better, because I genuinely love this game, I love the PC game, and I love Wild Rift. But for now, thanks for watching the video, I guess, and I'll see you later, Internet family.